Friday, April 20th, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, 2018. Guys, in this video, we're going to take a look at what appear to be tsunamis of tumbleweed that totally engulf a community northeast of Los Angeles, about 60 miles, a place called Victorville. Homes were just literally engulfed in tumbleweed. Never seen anything like it. Much like the reports you're about to see of some yet new strange wildlife behavior. I've updated the maps here at the website, MrMBB333.com. We've got reports coming out of Canada and across the United States. Actually, 1 from Canada, 5 from the United States. West Virginia, South Carolina. 1 from a former skeptic in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Oil City, Wyoming, and Truckee, California. The reports can be seen here at the Wildlife Behavior Map. Let's start with the owl. From right here in east central Wyoming, community called Oil City. This is posted today. Yet another owl perched on a window ledge looking inside of a window. We saw this earlier in the week. There were 3 owls looking in a window. Today there's 1. He was quite friendly, made friends with the family cat, stuck around so long they even gave him a name. His name's Oliver now. Wasn't hurting anybody. He was just curious as to what was going on behind the windows. This is a picture from outside looking up at the building. It's a picture here from across the street. You can see the owl sat there, and they say he sat there for hours just looking inside the window. Very, very unusual. This next story is out of South Carolina. Picture sent in by Linda. What's unusual about this picture that you don't see? She says that these bees stayed in the same location for 2 days. Didn't move. That is super weird. Typically, a bee will come up, grab the pollen, and take off. You know, they don't stick around very long. But to sit in the same spot for 2 days? I've never heard of such thing. Very weird. That's out of South Carolina, and that was sent in today. This next video is from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'll let her explain in her own words. It's a young lady that she was the one I kind of chuckled at in a friendly way. She was a skeptic at first about this wildlife phenomenon that's going on, the strange behavior, because she hadn't seen anything herself. And to be quite honest, I really haven't either. But I do know it's going on. I've seen too much evidence, too many pictures, too many videos that just don't make sense. Then she walks out her front door today and sees something that she couldn't believe either. So I'm going to play this video and let her explain in her own words what she's seeing here. Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Here it is. This is my door, okay, to the outside. And I thought you all were nuts, but I had this bird roost that I thought, you know what, it's totally fine. There's like nothing to think was weird. You know, and then I saw somebody else had a bird roost, and I was like, okay, that is a little weird, by their front door. And I was like, okay, that's a little weird, but now it has a friend. Now, I don't know a lot about birds. I'm a little bit of a birder, but there's a whole other bird in there. And they're like cohabitating. Now, I know birds are really territorial, especially about their nests. But, and she doesn't leave, she doesn't move, and the other bird isn't leaving or moving either. So, I don't know, but I'm sending it in. Like, it's...
She said that was too weird not to share. I mean, I totally agree. And from this angle, and this perspective, it does look like 2 different species of birds in that nest. And that's what she was looking at. And it's hard to tell. You know, with everything that's going on, it wouldn't surprise me. It's almost got to be an oversized baby dove. But it almost appears to have a different color. She couldn't see the other side, so I don't know. But it was a very unusual observation. And, I mean, if we've got birds, different species now sharing the same nest, because birds are very territorial. In fact, there's one video in here that kind of shows an extreme example of that. But this here, I don't know. It's difficult to tell from this angle. if that is in fact a different species of bird, but nevertheless, it's an example of a nest close to a front door, and they use this front door, and that bird is not the slightest bit afraid of their presence, just sits right there, and neither one of them make a sound. So thanks for the report. That is from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and that is updated on the map. And she was talking about birds being territorial, and that's true. And what you're going to see here in this video is this bird flying into this window repeatedly. This was sent in by Robert from Truckee, California. I've seen this happen before too, but maybe just once, and then the bird figures out, hey, it's not another bird, you know, in my territory, and then it doesn't happen again. But we've seen examples of this happen multiple times from Oregon and another place too I think I got video from, where it just kept happening over and over and over again. And he observed this bird, there he does it again, fly into the window for a period of 4 hours. Multiple times. And you know, I understand, like if they see a reflection in the window, they may fly at the window to scare off thinking it's another bird and then bump into the window like that. But they quickly learn that, hey, you know, it's not another bird, and they don't do it again. Does it over and over and over again. And this video goes on for over 3 minutes, and he observed it for over 4 hours. So thank you, Robert, for sharing that video. That is from Truckee, California. A robin flies into the window repeatedly for over 4 hours. Okay, here is some pictures from West Virginia that were sent in by Lorrie yesterday. In town, noticed 2 deer in a parking lot of a store or a school or something that were acting very strange. Just being in town amongst these cars was unusual, but they were jumping around, looked a little bit disoriented. Look at that, 2 young deer right in the middle of town. Those are from West Virginia, and they did make the map. Thank you, Lorrie, for sharing those. This was sent in by Kevin Danson. I think the picture was taken by a young lady by the name of Pam or Pat from Hawaii. I'm not exactly sure what we're looking at here, if that's a moose or if that's a horse. Either way, it's kind of out of place. This is at a bank in Hawaii where they recently had the extreme flooding, 28 inches of rain in Kauai, and this animal's wandering the streets. You can tell he looks hungry, he's disoriented. I don't know if that's a farm animal that's gotten out because of the flood, if that's a wild creature, but either way, he's up looking in like the owl. Like the owl was looking in the window. He's up looking in the window of this establishment. Kind of reminded me of the robin that kept looking or going into the window, because I've seen that before, and it usually doesn't happen for 4 hours. Maybe just once or twice, and then it doesn't do it again. But for 4 hours, kept going into the window? And you have some sort of a large animal there from Hawaii looking in the window. You have owls looking in windows. So very, very unusual. And then this last one is from Canada. Gentleman up in Canada actually pets a wild moose. Check this out.
Right now I'm next to a moose near my place. And looks like the mooses around here are pretty friendly. Oh, now they're getting shut. Oh, this is better. Yeah, we're in North Ticus right now. A week after hunting season, obviously. smokes, I would never think I'd be batting a moose in the middle of freaking nowhere. Tommy, this ain't an experience.
I mean, this is getting a little out of hand. You've got a wild moose walking right up to a man, and he's petting him. It's like something out of a cartoon. So is this next story out of California, Victorville, California. And this, too, looks almost like something out of a cartoon. I've seen tumbleweed in that capacity, one here, one there, but never anything like you're about to see here. Look at that. It doesn't even look real. Look. It goes up almost over half of the entire home. This next house, they couldn't even park in the driveway. Look at that. So we got moose walking right up to people. Wild moose, by the way, letting a man pet him. Tumbleweed that's overtaking homes in California. It almost looks like a tsunami of tumbleweed. Unbelievable. That's from the Huffington Post out of Victorville, California. Strange times we're living in, guys. I'll post all the links down below in the description box. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.